What is a challenge? Something that by its nature or character serves as a call to make a special effort, a demand to explain, justify, or difficulty in an undertaking that is stimulating to one engaged in it. Learn more in Sustainability of Social Enterprises. 2. Mixed plastic recycling is a big challenge in plastic recycling. Government and public are doing mixed effort to solve this problem. Learn more in Challenges and Factors in Plastics Reutilization/Recycling, a review. 3. Challenges in this context constitute the problems that ODAL students are encountering while studying online, including cognitive, affective, psychomotor, and technological problems, which affect their learning negatively. Learn more in Students' Support in an ODAL Context. Students in ODAL. 4. Something that by its nature or character serves as a call to make special effort, a demand to explain, justify, or difficulty in an undertaking that is stimulating to one engaged in it. Learn more in Professional Competence of Teachers and Administration of General Education Institutions for Teaching Student with Disability as a Technology. 5. The situation of being faced with something that needs great mental or physical or financial effort in order to be done successfully. Learn more in Myths and Challenges of Building an Effective Digital Library in Developing Nations, an African Perspective. 6. The situation of being faced with something that needs great mental or physical effort in order to be done successfully and therefore tests a person's ability. Learn more in Opportunities and Challenges of Social Media to the Islamic Banks in Indonesia. 7. It refers to difficulty in a job or undertaking that is stimulating to one engaged in it. Learn more in Online Adult Education, Policy, Access, Completion, and Equity. 8. Something that by its nature or character serves as a call to make special effort, a demand to explain, justify, or difficulty in an undertaking that is stimulating to one engaged in it. Learn more in Augmenting Research Competencies for Management Graduates. 9. A management task that tests ability of managers to deal with a problematic situation in the organization. Learn more in Faculty Perspective regarding challenges in implementing quality assurance in Zimbabwean higher education institutions. 10. Difficulties in a job or undertaking. Learn more in Mother Scholar, Mother Leader. 11. Something that by its nature or character serves as a call to make special effort, a demand to explain, justify, or difficulty in an undertaking that is stimulating to one engaged in it. Learn more in Challenges for Social Enterprises in Special Education. 12. Barriers that hinder lecturers and students' use or integration of ICT in their teaching and learning. 8 items were developed to measure this variable, and they include barriers, problems, and constraints of ICT. Learn more in ICT Impact Assessment in Education. 13. Something that by its nature or character serves as a call to make special effort, a demand to explain, justify, or difficulty in an undertaking that is stimulating to one engaged in it. Learn more in Student Competence, Approach to Study and Research in Virtual and Real Educational Environment. 14. Difficulties faced in the path of attaining specified objectives. Learn more in Equipping Teacher Educators for Digital Teaching and Learning, Promises, Practices, Challenges, and Strategies. 15. Something that by its nature or character serves as a call to make special effort, a demand to explain, justify, or difficulty in an undertaking that is stimulating to one engaged in it. Learn more in Leadership for Enhancing Organizational Performance through Workforce Reskilling. 16. Inviting people to actively become engaged in a certain process that often can be difficult to overcome. Learn more in The Challenges of Inclusive Education in Developing Countries in Southeast Asia. 17. Constraints that act as a bottleneck for the development and management of cooperative housing, green areas and street trees in Nipa Silk Lafto Sub-City. Learn more in Challenges and Opportunities for the Development and Management of Urban Green Areas in Addis Ababa, the case of cooperative housing, green areas and street trees in Nipa Silk Lafto Sub-City. 18. A demand to explain, justify, difficulty in a job or undertaking that is stimulating to one engaged in it. Learn more in Introduction. 19. Some of the major problems and issues that DLS face are in the areas of organizational, economic, and legal issues, apart from other basic issues like manpower, increasing technological changes. Learn more in Open access to knowledge and challenges in digital libraries. Find more terms and definitions using our dictionary search. Challenges appears in Senior Entrepreneurship and Aging in Modern. Senior Entrepreneurship and Aging in Modern. Search inside this book for more research materials. Looking for research materials. Search our database for more challenges. Downloadable research papers. InfoSci On Demand. Search InfoSci On Demand. Download premium research papers. Challenges. Full text. Search our database of 141,100 titles for challenges to find related research papers. Learn more about challenges in these related titles. Study abroad opportunities for community college students and strategies for global learning. Study abroad opportunities for community kernel. Education Handbook of Research on Competency-Based Education in University Settings. Handbook of Research on Competency-Based EDU. Education Analyzing the Economics of Financial Market Infrastructures. Analyzing the Economics of Financial Market. Business and Management. A Systemic Perspective to Managing Complexity with Enterprise Architecture. A Systemic Perspective to Managing Complex. Business and Management. Servant Leadership, Research and Practice. Servant Leadership, Research and Practice. Business and Management. Integrated Operations in the Oil and Gas Industry. Sustainability and Capability Development. Integrated Operations in the Oil and Gas IND. Business and Management. Integrating adult learning and technologies for effective education. Strategic Approaches. Integrating adult learning and technologies. Education Implementing Information Technology Governance, Models, Practices, and Cases. What if there was a way to unleash your students' problem solving by using challenges to invite good uncertainty into your classroom? A challenge literally means an invitation or a call to action. Challenges vary in scope and complexity. When you ask students to complete academic assignments or tasks, you are presenting them with classroom challenges, which can range from simple to complex. When you invite students to engage with larger problems facing them, their school, the community, or beyond in ways that require them to push their learning beyond the walls of the classroom, you are presenting them with beyond classroom challenges, which are invariably complex. Although classroom and beyond classroom challenges differ in several key ways, they share the same basic structure. Understanding this structure will enable you and your students to identify the kinds of challenges you already use and prepare you to design and implement increasingly complex challenges. The basic structure of challenges. There are 4 basic features that all challenges share, regardless of whether they are simple or complex, classroom or beyond classroom challenges. Here's a rundown of the 4 parts of this framework. The problem is the task, question, or issue students will address or solve. The process is the approach, method, or procedure students will use to solve the problem or complete the task. The product is the solution, outcome, or demonstration of solving the problem. The criteria are the guidelines, rules, and standards for evaluating success. If you use this basic architecture as a lens for viewing your existing assignments and tasks, you will start to recognize how those assignments align with these 4 features and see differences between simpler and more complex challenges. For example, let's consider